Good evening, sports fans. We are live. This Fan's View. We got a little different look tonight.
A little bit.
Mario took this one off. He's got some business to tend to, and he wished us a good show. So we got the blessing from the Pope.
Yes.
So
I'll try my best to fill your shoes, Mario.
there you go. There you go. I'm Carl. He's John, and hopefully we're going to get a whole bunch of Philly sports talk going.
Yes.
And
Hello, Sue.
is Sue on board already?
She's already there.
Sue's on board.
Yeah.
Sue is on board. Look at that, huh? Old reliable. So we got a lot to go over.
Yes.
I don't know where to start, but the past couple weeks we haven't been here.
No. It's a little strange back here.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's good to be home, though.
Oh, absolutely.
It's good to be back in the confines of Carl's Cards, where it all started almost 25 years ago.
Right.
So, but the past 2 weeks, just to recap, we were out in Reading for the game one of the playoffs. We had a real nice show out there.
Great thing.
The Yingling bar area was fantastic. We had Derek Hall, Cornelius Randolph, Greg Caserta, Anthony Pignetti, and our fine producer Lauren Henderson.
Yes.
So, and you.
I think this comment's for you, though, from Kelly. She said, hi, hot stuff.
It could be for you. It could be for you. Hi, Kelly. You need to get Miller Lights back on draft over there at Gigi's for me.
Lisa says hello.
Well, there you go. See, they don't need Mario to join in.
Linda's here.
So, yeah. So from Reading, we went to PJ's last week with Mr. Delco himself, Vince Papali.
Yes.
Packed the house again. Again.
Big night.
Very supportive group, and for that we all thank you here. Hope you guys are having a good time with that.
Vince was awesome.
Yeah, the stories are pretty pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was you just wind him up and he goes.
Yeah, like the Energizer Bunny, right? Mary and I are sitting there like this, right? Like, okay, wake us up. Yeah, he was good. So, thanks to the people at PJ's, thanks to the support group in Reading at the Reading Fighting Phils. You guys are phenomenal. I know the season's over, but the boys are. I saw Derek's already on the lake.
He's on the lake, yeah.
He's pulling out some big fish.
That was a big fish that he caught.
So,
I'm thinking that was a bass there. That was a nice sized bass there.
Yeah. I don't. A bass. I don't know what kind of bass, but
I think it was a bass that ate the rest of the lake.
Yeah. He said he was ready to go fishing. And,
he was,
and he is.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody jumping on board. If you have any questions you want to throw at John, we're going to get into the fantasy football towards the end of the show. We got a little bit of a recap to go over. We did that yesterday at 1:00. And we'll get into that, but we want to talk about big subject tonight, Gabe Kapler's future. What is his future in Philadelphia as the manager with 14 games to go?
13.
13, right. 13 games to go. Where are we at? Where are we at with the future of Gabe Kapler, with and without making the playoffs? I know it's a reach to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But let's just say, hypothetically, they get in, they win the second spot of the wild card, and they get in.
Well, I think if they do that, then he's going to save his job.
Okay.
And not that it's a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing, bad thing. I don't know.
You've kind of really since the beginning of the year, and I've got this all on tape.
Oh no, I'm
you
there.
Went from totally running him out of town to softening up and not putting so much of the blame on him.
Well, we got taught a little bit of a lesson with when Jay Bruce was here, and So I mean, it's hard to lay it all on him. Um,
That's
with-
only like one or two players because JT even had some good things to say.
Oh no, I mean they both. I think they all kind of like that he's upfront and honest with them, whether it's good or bad. That he's will tell them what's going on, and he may not tell us that as fans, and I guess that's where I get more frustrated with it. That
So far we got a 50-50 on the board. One says I'm surprised he's still here. The other said he's not going anywhere.
well, I think
So-
the biggest thing is the front office.
Oh, we got another goodbye note. So,
I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with getting rid of him. Like I said,
let me ask you this. Based on everything right now today, does he deserve to come back next year? Forget the 13 games, where they finish, how they finish. Based on what we have in front of us, does he deserve to be back?
Well, he's on pace going into last night's game, the same as last year's record. So
And,
we can leave it
and
at
Mr.
that.
Middleton could have still had $500 million in his checkbook.
He wouldn't have had to take the loan from his sister or whatever he did. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. As far as how much of the blame's on him, I personally just don't like the press conferences telling us that everything's great but
But isn't that what all the managers do? Because I pay attention to that.
well, like you look at Belichick when he says stuff like,
Oh, that's Mr. Arrogance right there.
yeah, but he's not.
Next
He's not.
question.
Well, yeah, but he's not telling you that everything's fine when you just watch the game when you got your doors blown off.
I answered that question 3 days ago.
Right. We're on to Miami. That's his line. And
Right.
I'd rather have that because that you're not getting anything out of the press conference than tell me Sean Rodriguez is our best option and we see he's 0 for 15 at the time when that's happening, or
I cringe when I see him in the lineup.
that
I
and,
cringe.
or Nick Pavetta's he's our best option at that moment, and so I mean some of the blame is not completely on him.
No, not at all. No, positively. And that's what Michael Taylor is, saying here. The team needs pitching. Absolutely.
Well,
I mean, you could get rid of everybody but Nola, and I'd be okay.
well, right, but you look at it. Are they overused or misused? Is where I have an issue with them on his fault for the pitching staff. Like we were talking, a couple of days ago about, is guys like Pavetta and Velasquez and Eflin going to be around next year and stuff, and if you look at the models of the analytic teams, the Dodgers, let's say, they don't use their 25-man roster. They use a 40-man roster as major league players. So Nick Pavetta and those guys.
But they have a strong 40-man roster.
You make their
And the same thing with the Houston Astros.
right, and that's
And
that's
the
the
New York
difference.
Yankees.
And that's why the analytics works for them and not for us.
You're talking about the strength from 1 to 40.
Right,
They can pull guys out of Double-A and still make a difference.
right, but they use guys in March for this year and April and May that they know that they're not going to use in September and October.
They just want to get to the playoffs.
They're saving those innings,
Sure.
and
Sure.
and that's why you see they don't come out hair on fire. That's why the Diamondbacks are in first place, or San Diego was doing well for a little while there. Colorado was doing well, and they're like, oh, the Dodgers, what's happened to them? They're falling apart. No, they're playing the long game. They want to be there for the playoffs. So I'm not going to burn out my best pitchers in April and May when I need them for September and October. And that's where I have the problem, and that's why I think a lot of the injuries came from with guys like Robertson. He didn't pitch much in spring training. I think he had like 6 innings
So basically, what you're saying is we've been overusing these guys right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
Right.
You're overusing them. They're overworked coming out of April.
Right.
Right out of April, the injuries started.
We had a whole bunch of new toys for him when he had 6 new pitchers that they had in the bullpen, and you blew them all out in the first month. And now we're struggling. Where that's my fault. Where I laid the fault on Kapler for that.
Bottom line, wins and losses.
He's contributed to a lot of losses. And how many we're going to have for the rest of the year? You think, is that what you're asking? I say we go.
Right now. They're at what, 77?
77. Yeah, I think it is 77. I was going to say 7 more games, maybe. They'll go 7-6.
So that's not going to get it done.
No,
that's not going to get it done.
So they'll get you 83, 84 wins.
Reds wants to know where's Mario Gallo. You should have joined at 6:30 when we started the show. We went through all of that.
We're talking this time too. It's not too much to read.
Do you need us to go through roll call? Is that?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Rumor of Joe Madden replacing Gabe Kapler. I will personally go pick up Joe at the airport.
Yes. Well, I mean that's the thing. I mean, if Girardi's going to be taking the Cubs job, like we were saying, Girardi or Madden would be 2 perfect guys.
Well, he came out yesterday on the MLB. Yeah. He's ready to put the uniform.
His family's kicking him out the door.
Right. So Joe's looking for a job.
Right. If anybody had the notion that he wants to stay in the,
we're looking for a sponsor. He's looking for a job.
Exactly. And
everybody's looking.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do, right? And
I'm on my way to a meeting. Okay.
And so you got you have another good option, and this might be the time when you have to strike when all the iron's hot, because these guys aren't going to be around. A Madden or
is he a Philly kind of guy?
Well, he's from here, right?
He's from Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Is he a Philly kind of guy? Takes a certain manager to manage in this town.
I think
where the fans going to respect him and give him his, what he needs to get this team, under control.
Well, he's won a World Series, so I mean he knows what he's, and he took the Tampa Bay Rays, the team that's wasn't as talented.
Seems to work well with both young players and veteran players,
right?
Just not general managers.
Right. Right.
So there lies a problem.
And we can get rid of our general manager and president. That's fine with me. So I mean, yeah, I
Steve Harris is busting my chops over this Rhys Hoskins thing. Ever since I wanted to trade him at the deadline.
Well,
Okay, Steve Harris, how many home runs does he have since the All-Star break? Talk to me, big fella. You want to bury me? Come on.
All right, he just hit his 29th yesterday.
He'll be okay.
He's not the problem.
He's not the problem.
No,
he's not. But I just my reference back then, for those that missed it, we needed pitching so bad.
Right.
That I thought you could, package it up and,
Well, exactly the same thing with.
You can replace a first baseman
right.
with power.
Right.
A lot easier than you can to go get a potential 20-game winner.
Like we were saying, it was. You were saying Hoskins. I was saying Bohm. Bohm's improved a little bit since then with his footwork. Not sure that he's ready next year to be our third baseman with footwork. He may be forced to be. I would love to have him there for the next 7 years or whatever it is, because he'll be a cheaper than going out and getting Rendon and losing the pitcher.
But we all agree they need pitching.
Pitching's got to be this offseason.
The 2, the 3, the 4, the 5.
Right.
We need pitching.
Yeah, and then three or four relievers.
We need a lot of pitching.
We need about 9 pitchers.
That needs to be the emphasis this offseason.
Yeah, I believe so. And then like I said, you keep a Pivetta, You keep an F1. Hopefully, we have a new pitching coach.
You don't want to be back on this show, do you?
Well,
Pavetta.
well,
Pavetta.
well.
What has he done for you?
I just said under a new pitching coach. But if
Mario, when do you get back?
but if he's our seventh or eighth guy in the rotation, like the Dodgers formula, he's there, and hopefully he changes. If not, then
He doesn't have the mentality to be that guy, though, because he still thinks he's, he still thinks he's Hershiser. He still thinks he's,
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan. Yeah, thank you. He just.
Oh no, it is a mental thing with him, and that's why. That's why you need to get a pitching coach that will hopefully unlock that for him, because he has the arm to pitch. It's all mentally, and you see it once he gets the ball, pitch, not call it the strike that he thinks is a strike, then he goes.
I just don't think he respects the game enough.
And that could be.
I just don't. You don't shake off a JT Realmuto.
Yeah.
You don't disrespect the pitching coach. You don't get into heated battles in the dugout.
No.
I just, those are all tangibles that I'm not a fan of.
Right.
Those are not qualities of a professional Major League Baseball pitcher. You're going to have your ups and downs.
Right.
No doubt about it.
No, it's true. I mean, he's a little immature. I
just look at all those guys. Your Zach Eflin, who's pitching tonight. Nick Pivetta, Vinny, Velasquez. You just never know from one night to the next.
What did I say wrong, Steve?
Uh-oh. What's the matter?
You thought I knew baseball.
Well, he's been asked a number of times to come on.
Yeah.
And he's refused me every time. So until he can defend himself.
Well, he's a keyboard warrior.
But he did get me tickets to the Lions game. So I love him. So anything he says is fine with me. What did he do wrong?
Until Sunday. Until next Sunday.
Until after Sunday.
But I mean,
and he's bringing a grill to the tailgate. So, ooh.
Try to steal the.
Oh, he did. He stole the recipe.
Wow.
He did. Him and a few other people.
I see it now. Still don't have those seasonings though.
No, I was going to ask you about this. But no, in all seriousness, we've waited. I mean, how many years has it been for Pivetta now? This is 2.
Yeah, two that he's had his shot. I mean, and I'm
with you. I'm not ready to kick him to the curb.
He's just a cheaper alternative. For
you need to dial in a whole lot of new pitchers.
Oh, he's not one of my starting five. I'm not saying that.
I need a. You don't know what you're going to get with Arrieta coming back.
Right.
What can it be?
Oh no.
I mean, 10 wins.
Right. If you can even say healthy.
I mean,
for
if
a whole
we're
year.
talking numbers,
yeah.
You know what I mean? What's he going to give you if he's healthy? Maybe 10 wins.
Yeah, max.
You know what I mean? Is he going to get out of the 4th inning?
Right. That's the problem. For killing the bullpen.
I mean, is this the new modern day baseball that these starters only go 4 or 5 innings unless you're, a top pitcher?
Well, like we saw that article the other day with the Washington Nationals. They do the opposite of baseball with the analytics, and their pitchers go 7-8 innings into a game if they can, 6-7 innings. They steal the bases. You gotta do what works with your team, and
we've gone to the Food Network. We're now the Food Network.
Yeah. Now John's on board too with the burgers.
Oh yeah. It's good to have Big Reds on the listening side of things tonight.
That's where we're talking. He can read it. It's like the
he can listen.
He can listen to it.
He doesn't have to read it.
It's like the book.
He's going to get mad at us.
He will. That's all right. He was busting my chops this morning.
He's going to get mad at us.
It's all right.
So
it's yeah. Like I said, I mean, you need.
Yes or no? Gabe gone.
Me, yes. And I'm talking, Clintack and McPhail as well.
Do you think John Middleton pulls that trigger?
I do, and the only reason why I say that is because of the Charlie Manuel move. Wasn't a contact move at all.
Right.
He went over him and said,
Right.
They
were trying to save the season.
Well, they were trying to say, but it was, we went over your head. This is what you're doing. So, I think he was trying to save the season. Yes, let Charlie come in and do it, and not clean house like the Orioles did.
He knew that the fans loved Charlie,
right?
And that might help save the season from a fan standpoint.
But seeing the crowds half empty, late into a game, into the season with even the Red Sox on a Sunday afternoon, that's got to hurt when you're spending $500 million this past year. So,
it's not my money,
right? I think it's time.
What free agents do you want to see, Brandon? I mean, who's on your wish list?
Oh, they're saying Strasburg's going to opt out.
Do you want him? I'm not impressed. He's hurt a lot.
He does get hurt.
I'm not. I wouldn't run out and sign him.
He's got one of the top ERAs in the league.
For not being an analytics guy, you're always going down that road.
It's not that I'm not an analytic guy. It's how you use the analytics. Like I said, it's you got to use.
You got to have the horses first.
Well, you have to have the talent, right?
You got to have the talent. You got to have horses that can pitch into the 6th, 7th inning. I'm sorry.
Right. No.
Put the emphasis on guys that can get you into the 7th inning, so that your bullpen's not stressed out every single night.
But that's the thing, as far as using the analytics properly. Like right now, Chris Young has all our pitchers throwing high in the strike zone, and we're giving up the most home runs we've given up. We talked. Derek Hall gave us a lesson when he was here.
But isn't that throughout baseball? Because
it is.
Home runs are up.
But when we have guys that aren't throwing 97 miles an hour, like Derek Hall was saying, you throw it 97 miles an hour up here, you're not going to hit it most times. So, but if you're throwing a 92 mile an hour fastball up there, or like F1 was throwing sinkers up there, you're hanging them up there for them. For them, 92 is a batting practice fastball. They're going to hit those out of the ballpark when they're up there. But if you're going to throw it like Velasquez did yesterday, throwing 97 miles an hour, he's going to blow it past guys. He's going to give up home runs too, but he's going to get his strikeouts. So, that's where.
So, some guy named Mario has a question. You think Harper had any input on Charlie?
I heard that he was at one of the meetings with Middleton.
So there you go, Mario, and thanks for joining the show, and like us and follow us.
Yeah,
Brandon, I don't know. I mean, Josh, we had a shot at Josh Donaldson. We could have had him.
You could have him again.
We could have had him. He's gonna get a lot more than $23 million.
Oh yeah. Well, they're also saying,
and he'll sign up for another year with the Braves.
No, yeah, he was a perfect fit for them.
He loves it there.
Yeah.
He fits right in there. He's been healthy.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying?
Got a young talented group that's in front of him.
Hamels, come on.
You got Garrett Cole.
I think Hamels, to bring him back just to be, a sideshow. You know what I mean? I don't know how many quality innings are left there.
Yeah, he would be,
if you could get him cheap.
Right. If he'd be like your 4-starter, 5-starter.
Is he going to come back for $5 million?
No.
You know what I mean? You're going to overpay for him.
Right.
I think you got to be all in on the Cole sweepstakes.
Right.
I think he's your guy. He's going to get more than Corbin did last year with Washington.
Right.
What Corbin get, $120 million or something?
Right. Yeah, they were saying like $200 million he wants.
And he's probably going to get it.
Oh, no, exactly.
I don't know that Houston can afford him with all they got going on.
No, they won't with their guys. And plus, they have some pitchers coming up for the minors.
But a pitcher like that is a talented fella.
Oh yeah, you put him there, and then and I still say that they're going to have a nice big trade, and they're going to get a pitcher out of a trade. And so you're going to have the two.
Joe Stinger, one of our favorite people from the great state of Florida, takes beautiful pictures and posts them on Facebook. If you don't follow him, you need to.
Right.
If you don't, hey, he's a great fella. How long did you live here in Delco, Joe Stinger? 40 years. Re-signed Dickerson, absolutely. I'm all in with that. But again, you got a surplus of outfielders right now.
Yeah, but you know what? You got Dickerson, because McCutcheon's not going to be ready opening day.
I think he is. He's really pushing it.
But he said himself it took a full year. I mean, he probably will be playing, but I don't know that he's ready for everyday playing day one. So, you can take him and Dickerson and
stuff must be hot on eBay for Spencer Howard because Steve has a question.
Oh.
Is Spencer Howard ready? So he must be following him on eBay. His stuff must be hot. It's the only reason he would know about Spencer Howard.
We heard us talking about him in Reading.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, when he was the playoff starter
that or he's loading up and buying his stuff.
Yeah.
Are you investing, Steve Harris? Is that what you're doing?
I'd say Spencer Howard's probably.
He's a good year out, right?
Yeah.
Another year in the they'll bump him to AAA probably.
He'll start up AAA, and he may be mid-season come up. But he had a little bit of arm injury earlier this year, and he's going out to Arizona
Paybacks.
Fall League.
Steve Harris is threatening us. Paybacks. Why are you gonna have a show? Are you gonna do a show at PJ's?
He's gonna be a good pitcher, definitely. But I don't think you rush him.
Let me ask you this: talking about rushing pitchers, Cole Irvin. You think there's a chance to reel him back in and get his head right and be a possible starter next year? Because I still like the kid. I think he's got stuff.
No,
I think he's got major league stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't have the 197, but he
you don't need it.
No,
you
he
don't
pitches.
need it.
No, he pitches, and we said that when he first came up here. He pitched well, and he's another one of those analytical guys that you can pitch him. You pick and choose when you pitch him as a starter. For the younger guys, like when he went out to Kansas City, was it for his first game, and he was able to pitch against aggressive hitters.
I know Gabe's been bringing him in for an inning or two here, and he's been good.
Right. Oh no,
he's been good.
No, exactly.
I don't think the pressure is on him right now.
Right.
But I like his stuff. I think he's still a guy that has potential.
Yeah, and he doesn't get fazed by
He's not scared.
No,
he's not scared like J.D. Hammer.
Right. Well, it's just J.D. Hammer. He was blowing balls by people in the minor leagues, and he was another one that was like a Spencer Howard. You got rushed up to the minor. Like you can't take him from Double-A one day and say, "Here you go."
Here's a great question, Realmuto. When do they sign him, and how much do they pay him? Is he a $200 million player?
What was he?
He's the best catcher in baseball.
No, he's the best catcher. No, I'm just trying to think of how many years he is. What's he? 25, 26? So yeah, he'll get a 10-year. Yeah, I mean he's a 200. And it's going to happen. We were sitting here talking to him. He loves it here.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting the numbers worked out, and let's put it this way: he won't be here for lack of him not being here or not wanting to be here.
Right.
It'd be a matter of.
Well, they gave up. They're invested. They're invested in him, and I think it's just a matter of getting to the off season and hopefully getting a deal done.
Right. Exactly. I think right after the season's over.
Yeah. I think he's going to be here for a while.
Right. I mean, you see the lineup that we have.
And it seems like he's done much better at the top of the lineup.
Right.
Hitting wise.
Mm-hmm.
He's a top of the lineup guy.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good move by Gabe getting
he's
him there.
done much better up there than he has, in the 5 or 6 spot.
Yeah, because he's not a power hitter. You know, like
He's not a power hitter, but he has power.
right, exactly. He's not.
What's he 20?
He's got 25.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, no, he's a solid guy. I mean, he's not
yeah.
Pete Alonso. You're gonna put in the 4-hole and say go mash.
Yeah, he's never going to be a 40, 50 home run guy.
Right, but he's got the power. Right. You know, he's a gap to gap hitter. You know, and that's the thing with a lot of the guys. It's like you got a lot of guys. They were trying to make him like Hoskins yesterday was his first home run to right field all year.
Yeah,
you know, that was an opposite field home run. Like he's not a home run hitter.
Right.
Hoskins is a gap to gap hitter, line drive hitter, and you're seeing it now, the Charlie effect.
Right.
That he's starting to, come around and get out of his little bit of a slump that he was in. And I think that it will.
It's 7:00.
Wow, that went fast.
It's 7:00, and we checked. We had a lot of things checked off.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no.
We had a lot of good, engaging questions, and hopefully we answered most of them. Gabe's future, we both agree that he more than likely won't be back.
No, and like I said,
it's going to be interesting to see who replaces him and how they go about resurfacing, all these coaches and the manager and the general manager if Mr. Middleton's not happy.
Right. Like I said, I think
I guess the first thing is if Mr. Middleton's not happy, the GM's got to go.
Right.
Right. First and foremost, and then the new GM's going to get brought in, and
yeah.
So I guess
hopefully we get Dombrowski.
He's a veteran GM.
Yeah.
He's been around. Has he ever worked with Joe Madden? Did they ever? I don't think they did.
No, I don't think so either. I was just
Dombrowski came from the Marlins, right? Wasn't he?
He was
down
with the
in
Marlins.
Florida?
Yeah, then he was up in Boston.
So he was on the other side of Florida.
Yeah.
When Joe was in Tampa.
Yeah, I don't think he was, but you get him and Joe Madden, and then maybe Charlie goes to the president's spot. So
Belinda's being Belinda. Any other sports happening? So I guess she wants us to move on. So
I know you want all the viewers to vote for the Dallas Cowboys so that you guys can win, since they're playing the Miami Dolphins this week. I know.
So let's talk some.
we got all the viewers ganging up trying to.
That's okay.
No, it's all good.
That's okay.
It's all good.
That's okay. We got Mario's picks out of the way for a few weeks, so we're good.
He had a hell of a lot better picks this week. His mom did this week than he did with us.
Yeah, well.
Got to get his mom to vote for us.
We ready to switch gears and talk about the Eagles?
Let's go with the Eagles.
1-1.
Yep.
No practice today. Didn't have enough healthy players.
No.
Huh? When I heard that coming in this morning, I was like, wait a sec. Are things that bad already?
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, when you lose two of your
and
top
here we
receivers.
are worried about Carson Wentz, and he's fine.
Right.
It's everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, what was that list? 13 or 14 players that were.
Yeah, I posted it a little bit before the show. I mean, you lost your two starting wideouts.
Right.
You lost your backup tight end.
Yep. You lost two defensive tackles.
Yeah, back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. But,
and what's with the foot injuries?
I don't know.
That's weird. That's weird, right?
I guess it's the big guys and pushing off with the leverage.
Is that what it is?
I'm guessing, maybe something with the shoes, maybe, or something. I don't know, with leverage. They got to do something with the big boys. Because that's what Fletcher Cox is dealing with. A little bit of.
Jack Broder with a hockey reference. Carson Lindros looked good. I hope not. I hope you're wrong there. I got a lot invested in Carson, so I hope you're wrong there.
Yeah.
Carson has no weapons right now. Why? You don't like Aguilar, JJ, and Matt Collins?
Yeah.
I thought they played well on Sunday.
Yeah, for not having any practice.
I thought they played well. I thought they played very well for stepping in. I mean, JJ's a rookie. Matt Collins is a rookie for all that matters. He missed all last year.
Yeah. I mean, they were telling guys where they. It was
imagine you got Aguilar, who couldn't get the plays down last year, right? Until Jeff Alshon got here, right? And now Aguilar's barking out all the orders.
Yeah, he's telling everybody where to go.
So
him and Ertz putting out, hey guys, you got to go over here. You're playing this spot. You know, I mean, no, I mean it was a tough situation last week. You know, for them, and you know they played well. You know, it was tough at the end. You know,
it's a game that was there to be had.
Right.
That's the tough part.
Couple big plays.
You know, if they can ever get out, you know, they kind of remind me of the Flyers. You know, they got to be down. They got to be down before they get into the game.
Yeah.
You know,
get to be punched in the mouth and then.
You know,
they're like Rocky.
It's a good Philly reference.
You know, it's
a
like,
good Philly reference.
I'm ready now.
It's a good Philly reference for sure.
You cut me, now I'm ready.
But you know, as long as Carson's healthy, you know, I don't know. They're talking about Jackson being out a couple of weeks, and
I think
Alshon could miss 2 or 3 weeks.
I think with the 2 weeks with the up until the Packers, since they play Thursday night,
and then you got the bye week, right?
Yeah, well, the half bye with the Thursday night game.
Yep.
So
because the bye don't come to December,
right? November, week 11.
That's right. We talked about today.
You know, so I mean, it's one of those things where.
How about that? The guy with the glasses is cute. Well, there's no denying that. A new viewer.
He went from
hot,
that? He went from hot to cute.
How about that? How about that?
You know,
thanks, Lil.
It's all good.
Tell Vinny we don't talk Cowboys, so I guess I'll never see him on the show. But yeah, so
you know, I mean, things might be looking up with getting Jalen Ramsey.
How about that?
That'd be nice.
How about that?
I mean,
boy, that would end some
defensive issues,
some problems back there.
Yeah,
that would kind of like take a lot of off them guys.
Here's your 1/3 of the field. This is covered.
Yeah,
you guys take the rest.
I got this. You take care of them 10 yards.
Right.
I got the rest.
You know, a first round, maybe 2 at
Wasn't
the
he
most.
like the 5th or 6th pick a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think it was 6th pick overall. You know, but
that's a big time move if you can pull it off.
Right. You know, we have the money on the cap, they're saying, and
yeah, I mean,
it's a desperate need. You know,
can he play wide receiver?
I'm sure he probably could. You know, but
if he's used to backpedaling, he can run forward.
He can run forward. It's easier this way. You know, but he would definitely help the defense. It'll help Schwartz a lot. Being able to say, hey, this you got you know, just look at him last week. He shot down DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards. Here, you're on him the whole day. Wherever he goes, you're his blanket.
That's the way it should be, right?
Yeah, you know, it's
best on best.
Right. You know, take him out of the game. We'll figure out the other 10 guys on the other 9 guys going out. You know, and it's it definitely will help. I think
Wally Pope's on board. Wally, we're looking for a sponsor. Can you get Tito's on board to sponsor us? I know you're a big fan of Tito's.
There you go.
So see what you can do there, buddy. We're looking for a sponsor, and you know Tito's would be the perfect name to add to our group.
Well, Jack, I mean, he doesn't have to cover for 10 seconds because if he covers the 1/3, now you can free up the blitz. And you saw how the blitz was working, you know, this week up until the last play of the game, you know, at which they made the adjustment on that line coming out.
I guess if they brought Chris Long back, you know, for the rest of the season, I don't know what kind of game shape he's in.
Right. I think they said he lost a lot of weight.
You know, probably not in football shape.
Right.
You know,
but you know you can fill a guy, but if you do that and then you can blitz a little bit more, you can take a little more chances.
Yeah, they were talking Chris Long, and they were talking who was the other guy from a couple of years ago? Connor.
Oh, Barwin.
Connor Barwin.
Yeah.
He's still a Philly guy, but I guess he got released by the Giants last year.
Right.
And I guess he didn't catch on with anybody. And I don't know. There seems to be, you know, a surplus of guys, but are they the right guys? Do they fill the need that?
Well, they're more defensive ends, not tackles, too.
Right. You'd have to move some pieces around.
Right.
And I hate moving 55 around because he needs to stay right where he's at.
Yeah, he's best.
That's his
Roman.
That's his thing out there.
Yep.
Brandon Graham needs to stay right where he's at. He's
Yeah.
most effective there, and
He makes
here's a guy that I thought when they drafted him out of Tennessee.
Michigan.
No, that was Brandon Graham.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going up on the line. 96.
Oh,
Barnett.
yeah.
I thought he was going to be a whole lot more than what he has shown. I just don't know. He just doesn't seem to have that quickness. He was sacking quarterbacks in college, and
Yeah.
I know it's a different game.
Right.
But I just thought he was going to bring a whole lot more with Cox on the line, and
Right.
No,
you would think.
Him kind of like in a
Brandon
veteran
Graham.
group.
Right.
He would fit right in, and he really hasn't.
You think he's a little too small?
I don't know. Is that the problem?
Where in college you can get away with the little bit of. Not that he's small, but
I mean he's big, but he's lean.
right, he's lean. That's
You know
where
what I mean?
that's where I'm talking.
He
Yeah,
needs that belly.
right.
You know what I mean?
For the push.
You got to push those guys back into the quarterback.
Right.
To be most effective.
Like Reggie used to.
Absolutely.
He did it with one arm, but
Absolutely.
it's just not that you're going to be. Not that there's many Reggie Whites out there.
No, God no.
But
No.
just the.
Rest in
just-
peace, Reggie White.
Yeah.
My God. And we just think we let him walk out of town,
Right.
right? We
We
didn't want
didn't
to. We didn't want to re-sign him either.
Nah. No.
How many years later we're still talking about that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Still looking for a replacement for him.
Unbelievable.
But
But so the Birds got several injuries to deal with. Do they have enough next man up mentality to get to get the W on Sunday? It's the Lions.
it's the Lions. I mean, they're at home.
Home field advantage, win out.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's going to be a lot like this past weekend. 'Cause Stafford's a gunslinger. He's going to give us the ball a little bit, but he's also going to make a big play. So you got to watch with a couple of their special players. I'm not going to tell you who, because they could be part of the fantasy football.
Ooh.
But
we're going to run out of time, and you won't have time to talk about it.
That's all right. But you got. I think they have a shot. I think they'll be able to run the ball a little bit more.
Got to get Jordan Howard.
Yeah,
You got to give him the rock. You have to.
yeah. I mean,
You
especially now.
have to establish it
Right.
to get these wide receivers. You were playing from behind all day last Sunday.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you had to throw the ball.
Yeah, but if you
You know
get
what I mean?
Howard going, you get
I'm not
Miles
saying
Sanders.
that Miles Sanders can't be effective. You fit him in.
Right.
He can't be your primary.
No, that's what Howard's there for. You got Howard. And then you can mix in Miles Sanders and Sproles.
Yep.
You get them going.
Yep.
Make it more a little bit dink and dunk, and then you can get a Matt Collins or an Aguilar to go deep and open up the field a little bit after you get those guys going. And it's
Wally's, it's too early to panic, but Wally, the Cowboys are 2-0 with a soft schedule coming up.
yeah, they got the
And
Dolphins.
you know what Philly's always chasing.
Yeah. They got the Dolphins and then the Saints without Drew Brees now.
So it's always it's the Eagles and what are the Cowboys doing?
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't seem to worry too much about Washington and the Giants anymore.
No.
It's these stinking Cowboys.
And then the Giants just got rid of Eli this week. So that's they're in a transition now. Going to their rookie quarterback for the Giants.
You feel bad for Eli?
I do a little bit, because again, their coach was it Shermer.
Former Eagle coach.
He's
just not a head coach.
no, he's not a head coach, and
Not using Saquon Barkley right at all.
I mean,
At all.
right. It's you got him.
How are you not? How are you
ride
not?
him,
Oh,
ride
my
him, and
God.
then just let Eli manage the game from there. You don't have to. It's just frustrating all around. Just with coaching, not a coach is supposed to use their talents to their best abilities, and not fit them into a structure. And say every pitcher is going to be able to do this, or every running back's going to do this, and every quarterback's going to do that. This is my guy. It's you don't take Deshaun Watson and make him a pocket passer. You let him, pocket pass. And the same thing with Lamar Jackson down in Baltimore. He's a pocket passer and he can run. Last year he was running a lot more, but now look at him. He's a pocket passer now, and he's doing great.
I'm not panicking, but if they don't win Sunday, I will be next week.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a little bit.
I'm not in panic mode yet, but they need to protect 11.
Right.
They need to protect 11. He's your franchise quarterback. You got a big investment.
Right.
That swinging gate there, 72 or 73, whatever his number is. That's not a good situation over there.
No. Yeah, that. Then you got the Packers after. Right after
yeah, I don't even want to. I don't want to look past Sunday, and you're in Green Bay on Thursday.
Right, on Thursday night.
So
it's.
But
you
got a prediction for Sunday? Give me a win. Give me a score.
Since you're there, we're winning.
Yeah, but I'm not playing.
27-20.
Yeah? Close?
Yeah, it's going to be a
close one? 27-20?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Like I said, you run the ball a little bit with the running backs, Howard, Sproles, Miles Sanders.
I'm in the just win mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With all the injuries.
Could be 3-0, who cares?
With all the injuries and everything that's gone down, you missed a valuable practice day today.
Right.
So, hopefully, they're healthy enough to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And they're home, so there's no travel. I just this injury bug already's got me concerned. But I got no prediction other than just win, baby.
Right.
Just win.
Yeah, it's a little hard without Ertz running. I understand that, Jack. But hopefully Goddard will be back. And then you can run.
All right. Well, we got to move on because it's already 7:15. The Flyers are now playing.
Yes.
Right. I don't know any Flyer fans out there. The season's just around the corner.
Yep. Two games down against the Islanders.
Right. 2 preseason games down. 4 to go.
Carter Hart looked great.
Carter Hart played really well last night.
Yeah.
So I hope he's our number one.
Right.
I hope the new coach is not going to play games with him.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they open the season in Prague? Where they open the season against the Blackhawks in Prague, which is what, the Czech Republic.
Czech, yeah.
So hockey season's here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Hockey season's here. We're able to see a new system, a new coach. We got all the players signed up and ready to go.
Right. That's a plus.
Everybody's happy. They got their paychecks.
Yeah.
And I believe Sixers are 2 weeks away from opening training camp. I understand Embiid's lost 25 pounds.
Yep.
So we're a couple weeks away from
a lot of things happening.
A lot of things.
Yep.
A lot of things. I don't know about.
And hopefully the Phillies will have playoff baseball.
Yes, we know he's the home of Jake Voracek. We know that he's still here.
Yeah.
Although you tried to trade him every week, Jack.
Yep. Got a couple other Eagles predictions.
I see that. Yeah.
Ollie Pope's got him 21 or 31-28.
That's going to be a long day if it's 31-28.
Yeah.
That's going to be a long day because I just don't like to see our birds get into shootouts.
Right.
I just don't know if we have the balance to
right now.
So
yeah,
but fantasy football, you're the guru.
Yes,
you're the fantasy football guru. You've stirred the pot. You got everybody angry.
Everybody's angry.
Nobody likes you.
It's all right.
I look at it from a different point of view, but okay.
It's all right.
You gave the keys to the company car to somebody else last week, and
crashed it.
That didn't work out well.
He crashed it.
So now the alliance is setting up, and
Yeah. It's interesting. I think we're gonna have some fun.
So let me just back up a second here, because Czech is the home of Jake Voracek.
Yeah.
So hat trick, is that what you're calling there, Jack Broder? A
There you
hat
go.
trick for Jake back home? Is that what you're saying? I'm all in. I'm all in. Let's go. So
Simmons gonna learn to shoot. Yeah, Ben Simmons is playing better.
we'll see.
One that wants to know.
We'll see. We'll see.
He looks good on the in the YMCA basketball league.
Is he going to be our new? Is he going to be our new thrashing boy?
We said the same thing about Pavetta. It's all in his head. I think what you see with him shooting there.
What do they call it? Yips.
Yeah.
He's got yips. He got the yips when it comes to shooting a basketball.
Yeah, I mean, they
So
say
you're avoiding the fantasy football, so you must not want to talk about it too much.
Oh no, I do. I was just answering one of the questions.
You know what I mean? I know you don't want to give away any secrets, because they got till 6 o'clock tomorrow night. I know you don't want to give away any secrets.
Most of the votes are in, though.
Huh?
Most of the votes are in.
We need a few more people.
Oh no, we're about 8 short still right at the moment from last week.
Let's go. Chip.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were hoping to wait for the show to get some tips.
The prize is down there.
Yeah.
We got the Philly special we're
Bob
giving
Webb.
away.
It's
We've announced the prize winners for the past 2 weeks. They need to come and secure them
before they lose them.
before I sell them.
No, I mean, fantasy football. We had a lot of injuries this week. The new lineup is on the page. It's all we probably had 10, 12 players added to the lineup.
So you don't have to speak into the mic. Who's a sleeper this week? Who you like?
Good. Well, I like Kenny Galladay.
Who?
Kenny Galladay.
Who's he play for?
Unfortunately, the Lions.
Oh,
But that's okay.
okay.
That's okay. We still win. He can get his fantasy points, but we still win.
He lines up on the other side of
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
It's I mean Stafford, they got a tough lineup, for the Eagles. Like I said, he's going to throw us the ball. We're going to get some interceptions. They're going to get their points too, but we just got to take advantage of it more. Just like unfortunately Julio Jones had a big night against us, but we had
and he beat us at the end.
And I was just going to say it was all in that last play.
He ended up beating us at the
but
end. But back to the fantasy. So what do we have lined up so far? 18 or so players?
Yeah, 18 players so far. I think we had 24 last week.
24?
Yeah. I know we have 3 or 4 new players this week from last week, which we had 9. So, I mean, it's growing.
So it's week 3.
Yeah.
We give a prize away every week, whether we win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
You guys win. We do that on Tuesday afternoons around 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We recap the week.
Yep. This week they had a 1 in 13 chance of winning. Everybody
And
who
it was
voted.
Stephen White.
Stephen White. Yeah.
Stephen White was the winner this week, and
Connor Jackson.
Connor Jackson.
Jackson Connors. Jackson Connors.
Okay.
Jackson Connors won the first week.
See, as soon as we start forgetting his name,
Yeah.
the prize goes back in the vault.
Exactly.
So
it's, and we still have that. Like I said, you get the more times you get in the vote and win, the more chances you get for that grand prize at the end of the year, which is a nice grand prize.
we haven't announced that yet.
No, that's the big tease.
I got to think that's got to be coming soon.
Yeah, we got to get them up to about 30 or 40 entries first.
Yeah, well, let's try to get back to 24.
Exactly.
From
Yeah.
last week.
Exactly. We
Let's
don't want to
get-
keep losing it.
Let's get back. So whoever played last week, can you jump back in? And you got till 6 o'clock tomorrow night.
But maybe they're one of those front runners that the guys when you go play poker they win with one hand and okay I'm gone guys. Oh, there you go. They won last week and now they're going to go off on being a winner.
Okay.
You
All
know?
right, well, hang your hat on that.
Right.
you're going to get taken out of the grand prize
Exactly.
possibilities, and
Yeah, because you got,
You know.
17 chances you can win. Adds up. Get in there for the grand prize.
why is Mario out of town? Why is Mario out of town, Joe Stinger? What did I miss? Sue Henderson, she likes John. Yeah, well, you got to get back on his good side
I
because
know.
you created a whole lot of animosity there.
She was not happy with me on
She-
Friday night.
no. That's most nights for me. So
I was taking the heat off of you Friday night.
you made me a good Friday night. So
Yeah. It's fun. I think even though we lost last week, I think it was still fun.
it's real easy. Takes about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
You know what I mean? If you have any questions or comments, see the guru.
Yeah.
He's easily accessible. He'll answer everyone's questions. And if you don't like your picks, he'll let you know that too.
Right.
He's here to help.
Yeah. It's also to teach. I mean, obviously we're competitive. We want to win, but we want to grow this thing and make it more fun. So even if we have to give you a hint like Kenny Galladay, that's okay. We want to help out, get you guys involved. That's what the whole thing's about. This show doesn't work without you guys interacting with us.
Great segue. Great segue. Great show.
It's
A lot of good comments, questions.
Yeah.
It's good to be back home.
Yes.
Right here.
Usually a comfort zone, right?
It is our comfort zone.
It's like a nice cozy blanket.
It is. But I can't be like, hey Sierra, can you have a cold one ready for me?
Exactly. We got to wait half an hour to get there.
So no, it's we love doing it. We thank everybody for joining in, and the questions and comments and just everything about the show, talking Philly sports.
Yeah.
It's what we do, and the last couple minutes. I mean, anything we need to know. I mean, you got some great plans this weekend. I'm jealous. You want to share them?
Yeah, we're going to Cleveland for the Phillies games. It's going to be we're leaving. This I'm not happy about, but
that's early.
Yeah.
Whew.
We're leaving. I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning, and we're going to
need a wake up call.
I'm going to have to not go to bed that night. We're going to leave at 5 in the morning, heading to Cleveland. Brian Hannum and myself and Mario is going to be going. And we have a bus trip going out there.
Very nice.
We're going to take over Cleveland Friday night.
Very nice. I'm going to look for you on the TV.
Yeah,
you're right behind the dugout,
yeah,
right?
We'll be right behind the dugout.
Look for the two ugly guys.
Yep. Just look for the ugly guy.
Look for the two ugly guys.
And hopefully I'll be able to bring my, put Davey in sign.
That's a Davey Gruyan reference for those who don't know.
Yes, we got to get him.
Davey Gruyan, number 76 in the pinch. Well, it'll be
73, right?
73. Sorry,
73.
73.
Got to get him in the
73 in the gray uni.
At least in the back.
Wait, will they wear the gray unis against the American League?
I would think so. I would think it'll be the gray uniforms.
Okay, number 73. You can usually find them in the bullpen.
Yeah, we need them. Just give them a bat. Just one at bat. We know we're still in the race, but we got.
You just want them ticket stubs to go up in price. That's all.
Yes, and then we'll be there Friday night for the game and Saturday, and then we'll be driving home on the bus on Sunday, tallying up all the scores that we have on our viewers team or on the host team as we win this week, and it should be fun.
Cool.
It should be a fun time.
So my parting shot, which is not a parting shot, is just a reference to a friend of ours, known throughout Philadelphia as Chubby Dudley. Bay Ragney, is leaving the Philadelphia area and moving to Nashville. So I just wanted to wish him the best. We're going to miss him. He's been part of the show. He's been part of the All-Star, wrestling show as well. And I hope to be able to see him before he actually leaves. But Bay, thanks for, you've been important to me, in helping me get this show started back a year ago. You gave me some great advice, and I'm not going to say I used it all, but I used a lot of it. And for that I say thank you. I wish you nothing but the best. You're going to be missed, in this Philadelphia Delco area. But I'm sure your new roots in Nashville. And hey, by the way, I will be in Nashville in March.
Yes.
So you and me are going to hang out.
Yeah, there you go. Flyers game.
Absolutely. So with that being said, it's been a great show.
Yeah. Wally, well, I'll definitely have the shirt on. So look for this Fans View shirt.
Oh, yeah? You're going to wear it to the...
Yeah, I'll have a T-shirt on.
Okay.
We'll get the name out there.
Very nice.
And we're not sure. I guess Mario has plans on maybe staying out in Cleveland because he says he'll be back next week, but maybe.
Okay. So the show will be here. John and I will be here. Don't know much other than that after that comment. So
yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the show.
Yeah, great.
Thanks to you guys, and we'll see you this time next week.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Good luck this week.